the stool. Sit on the stool. Hello, hello, everybody. Here's Jeanette with Backroom Creations. Come on in. If you don't see the little red live at the top, if you're watching the replay, let me know by putting hashtag replay so I can say hi. I want to say hi to you whether you're here live or here later. So our previous presenter, it's been a week, let me tell you. So we're going to make a wreath tonight. I'm not really big into Halloween, but my son wants a wreath. So I've hunted up some stuff and we're going to make a wreath. Huh? They're coming in. Hi, Miss Patty. How are you? Not yet. Are you getting any bad weather? Thank you, honey. Appreciate it. It's been a week. It's been a week. It was a night tonight. Whew. I need to go to bed. No rest for the wicked, though. So let me know when you get here. At least say hi. Don't have to be bashful here. We're going to make a wreath tonight for my son. I don't do a lot of Halloween, but he asked. You're a little wet and lots of humidity. Why take the humidity over all that rain, Patty? So we're just doing a deco mesh wreath. I've cut my mesh between 19 and 20 inches. And my frame has 18. Thank you. My frame has 18 ties, 10 on the outside, 8 on the inside. I make my own. It's not really for cost. It's just I like them flat. I live in Ohio. Hey, Cindy. Where we have a lot of storm doors. And so I usually end up making pancake wreaths for anybody that wants one with a storm door. My son says this is not for his door. Make it as big as you want. So we are going to start. So we have orange. Hi, Mary from Ocean Breeze and Me. And then we have this a border mesh. It's got the orange, purple, and black. We're going to put them together. Hi, Cynthia. You can say hi now.
Hello.
So my granddaughter is here tonight.
I'm Miss Giggles.
She's Miss Giggles for those who remember from the private group. I'm going to make her a t-shirt that says that. Hi, Melissa. So we're going to start on the inside. So I just crisscross them and give them a good old twist down because you don't want them flying off. And then we alternate. So if my green's on top there, my green's going to go on the bottom on this one. And then we just do that all the way around. So hopefully you can see. My room smells like ranch now. Somebody's got some ranch bugles over there. And then as you build them around, we're going to put them up on each other. It'll go better as we put them on. And I use a lot of clothespins. Everybody. Everybody thought it was funny, you know, way back when I started it. But really, I use a lot of clothespins. I don't make as many wreaths as I used to. Cynthia says, hi, Miss Giggles.
Hi.
Her brother was supposed to come with her, and then he changed his mind last minute. And I'm like, oh, well, more fun for us. He's 15, you know, that age. Oh, yeah, he's 14. I got too many grandkids to keep track of. He'll be 15 in December. But 14, 15. I even use a clothespin when I make. Now you can't use it on the big bow maker, but if you use it on the wooden easy bow maker, as you're putting your ribbons on, I just take my clip and clip it onto the dowel rod, and it holds my bow on there, so your ribbon's not flying off when you're trying to pick out something else. I'm not fond of this orange. The orange, I think it came from Michael's. Well, hello, Miss Diva. So I'm not fond of it. It's a little thinner than I like, but as we were talking, hello, Kathy on YouTube. We were talking in the last live, Miss Diva Design Studio. We were talking about using our stash. 15 going on 20, I like 12. Yeah.
Wait, are you saying so I can go on YouTube and actually watch you?
No, we're talking about something else, honey. Oh, on YouTube? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, because you commented on my YouTube, didn't you?
Huh?
That one time? You were on Macy's.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, mommy. Grandma. Mommy, grandma. She's lived here a couple times, you know. So I do stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Keep them giggles in check, or I'll send you down with Grandpa. I probably had this mesh, this green one. I probably had it for 3 years. I know I have. I have not bought any mesh for over a year and a half. That tells you how much mesh I've had. But I do so many other things now that, you know, I probably only make maybe 3 wreaths a month now. You know, it kind of fluctuates. During the holidays, I make a little bit more. The longer I'm in the shop here in town, I'll get it in a minute, honey. Or you can get it. Thank you. The longer I'm in there, the more wreaths I'm selling. So I do have a booth that I'm in here in town. Let's talk about ribbon. What else do I make? We make little like wooden things. So my husband made the riser and I painted it. Here's some little candy corns, and this is a grubby can. Not a jar, but a can. Oh, thank you, Melissa. We do wood, we do fabric, we do all kinds of things. Too many things. I even got into resins for a while. Yeah. Let's not talk about ribbon. I have a 10 shelves. It goes 8 feet high and 6 feet long. And then I have a 4x5 over here, and I still have totes and totes of Christmas. So yeah, it's ridiculous. We used to do wood signs. We used to do wood. Sublimated wood. We used to do sublimation wood. Let's see here. Somehow I think I skipped one. Nope. 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 Okay. Guess not. Gotta make sure. Oh, you used to do them in vinyl? Mm-mm. I have a Cricut. That Cricut was probably one of the first machines I bought. I had the Air Expression. I have a maker now, and it sits up there on the shelf. But we both work full time, so you're packing up your house? You can open. Where are you going, Melissa? Are you moving from Florida? Hey, Mary Carol, how are you? Okay, it doesn't look like a whole lot right now, does it? But as we put more and more mesh in here, it'll start to fill out. So now we're going to start on the outside. You're a silhouette? Well, yeah, actually, my husband has the silhouette. He wanted the 15-inch. Amen. I can do a whole craft store too. Actually, I have 2 storage units. Thank you. What was your first name? I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names. You're moving next door. Where? I don't know. I didn't know. Where are you moving to, Melissa? Asia, that's right. I thought so, but I didn't want to say for sure. You're moving to the beach. I'm going to have to come visit. But not when it's hot. Listen, every year, you've heard me talk about going on my little convention trips, Crafters Convention and General Wholesale and Out of the Box. It's hot down south. I don't care what time of year you go. I was there in April. It was hot. I was there in June. It was hot. I was there in September. I thought it would cool down in September. Heck no. It was still hot. A winter home at the beach. As long as the winter didn't involve snow. I like a white Christmas. That's it. I forgot where I'm at. Okay. Listen, I can't keep track of one home, let alone 2. We would love to downsize. We have a 2,800 square foot house. It's 2 stories. Would love 1 story. Well, it's actually 2 stories. Then we have an attic. Then we have a basement. So the basement is where the laundry is, but we only go to the attic for storage. There we go. So I ruffled most of these. You want to upsize? You're moving to Texas? Oh, you would cry. Hello, T-Rex on YouTube. So if I'm ever supposed to be on Facebook and I'm not here and Mr. FB is all wonky, just check me out over on YouTube. It's the same name, Our Backroom Creations. You can catch me there. I've had my YouTube for a while. I haven't used it to its full maximum ability. You finished Halloween. It does get hot, Cindy. That time we were at General Warehouse, which is actually in Louisiana. We stayed in Texas, but we went to Louisiana. I'm making a wreath. And so it was hot. We had the huge fans. The glue guns kept popping, the power break. You're moving to a bigger home. I want to downsize. I want a ranch. Let's go get more. It's good. It was a pizza kind of night. Listen, I thought I was being all awesome. When my grandkids come, I have to order groceries, because I don't eat what they have. Or I'll eat it, but I shouldn't eat it. And so I get them stuff. And ordered my groceries to be delivered at 6. I get home at 4:15. And I ordered a pizza for 6:30. Grandpa went to pick her up. I'm being awesome grandma, right?
Yeah.
I ordered the pizza for future and I did it for tomorrow. Oh, when I realized it was supposed to say 6:30 and I'm like, well, let's, check our little Domino's tracker and see where our pizza's at. Yeah, I ordered it for tomorrow. That's what I get for ordering pizza from work. So I called them. You could have those parties. Oh, thanks. So I called over and I'm like, how long would it be till I get a pizza if I want it tonight? He said 45 minutes, but I think it was about an hour, which it was my screw up. But we got her pizza. And she's got her ranch bugles. It's getting a little wonky here. gotta give it some smushing. We gotta give it some love. Almost messed that up. Sometimes you can't even tell if you accidentally mess up the pattern of the, especially when you're using multiple colors like this. Oh, there's my other one. It slid. Okay. Thank you, Donna. I'm making a wreath. Oop. So is everybody ready for fall? I am. I could do fall 364 days a year. Because you know we gotta have snow on Christmas. I don't care if it's fake. Not really? Yeah, that is true. Because my husband's usually out in the wood workshop, you know, for a few hours, and he's like, it's getting dark. He's got lights, but it's not the same as daylight. Let's come in here and kind of smush them out. Got 2 sets left, and I skipped one. 90 degrees might get, oh no, it would not. And I freeze at work. I actually had my fleece hoodie out today at work. Because I'm usually, I took a blanket. I took a blanket. No, don't. Yep, it's cold in there. I can't say they don't keep it. Inside sales, we sell drill bits. We sell business to business, so it's not retail. Thank God. It's order entry, stuff like that. I just started this about 3 months ago. Probably about Christmas time. I should be working from home. My back does not allow me to stand all day anymore. You know, when you get older, it stinks. I think I was too hard on myself growing up. She's over here on her tablet, on the stool, on YouTube, eating ranch bugles. That's what she's doing. We're just using our normal sign tonight, just an MDF one that I had in the stash. You love the fall smells and colors and weather change. Yeah, Donna. Yep, she is my mini me. She's a crafter. She loves to craft. I've had my business for 4 years now, and when I'm up here, she's up here. Hey, Richard, long time no see. So we're going to use a ghost and some stripes, and then we got to match that. Thank you. We got to match this. There's spiders on here, so we got some spider action going on. I already made my wreath, or my bow. I usually make my bow ahead of time. Sometimes I don't. But here's our bow. Good for the hat. Thank you, Delilah. So we're going to put, I don't cut 18, there's 18 ties on here. I don't cut 18. Thank you, Melissa. Just because I have found out that mesh sticking out from behind your sign doesn't look so hot. or a brooch. Yeah, the glitter. Now, if you know me from before, I like too many different things. I like bright, I like fun, but I also like farmhouse and primitive. So we're just going to twist them a couple times. You want to make sure that you leave about 1/4 of an inch on your pipe cleaner so you can bend that over. Why, you ask? Because if you're old and senile and you forget and make a boo-boo and have to change your ribbon rotation, it's kind of hard when you cut it down all the way. Sounds like your legs. Listen, I thought I was losing it for a while. Well, we do, but I was losing my memory. They used to call me a walking address book. Now I'm good to remember my own phone number. I call my grandkids different names. I'm like, hey, you. My dad died of, I am an all-around crafter. I've always been crafty, though. I was telling Addie here, my granddaughter, I learned she's starting to crochet. You're in crocheting, yes. And I made my first quilt when I was like 11 or 12. Thank you, Patty. That's my favorite. Hello, Sissy. So you can't see like if they do GIFs, like the little images when they say hi or anything else because I'm using StreamYard. I do use StreamYard to stream to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Hello. So we're making my son's wreath. I have some goodies. He never did answer me about ghost or mummy ribbon, so he got the ghost. So we do all the outside, and then we'll start putting our bow and our sign and everything else on. And then I use the extra ribbon to fill in. So normally I cut 7, I think, of each set instead of 9. Normally I'll only do 5 if I'm not on live. And if I need more, I'll cut it. But if I'm on a time live, I go ahead and cut as many as I think I might need. And then what do you do with all the extras? You cut ribbon and then go, oh, I cut too much, or I don't need that. You can make bows with little offshoots too. Okay. Takes after his father. Well, my son isn't Floyd's. Floyd and I actually have no kids together. We've been married 20 years. I was on Asia's live and we were talking about, because she's a newlywed, so we were talking about, tips for a good marriage. I'm like, oh, don't ask me. I've been married 3 times. And actually, so is my husband. And it was a running joke for ever. When Floyd and I first got married, thank you, Cynthia, that we would only be married for 15 years. Now, at the time, we're like, a lot can happen between now and then. Because, and this is why, I was married 5 years the first time, 10 years the second time. So 5, 10, 15. So he's only good for 15. So 15 came and went. I decided to keep him around. Now we're at 20. And now I'm just like, something happens to him and I don't know if I'd want somebody else. When you're young, you don't like to live by yourself. Or when you have kids, you want someone to help share that, the goods and the bads and the uglies. But now I'm like, He packs. You're not going to let him live that down, are you? So my husband is the shipper. Asia says keeping. So he actually does shipping for a living too. When we first started making sublimation signs, he packed them really, really good. So is yours. He would put a piece of cardboard down, put the signs down. They were wrapped in paper, and then he would take shrink wrap and wrap the whole darn thing. Melissa bought signs from us back then, and she's like, it's like Fort Knox. But he wanted to make sure nothing happened to the signs. I don't know that anything could, but you know what? Over the years, I've had postmen bend the entire package in half to get it in a mailbox. I'm like, really? It said do not bend on our label. So then I had to get red do not bend. I'm like, really? So we're not quite as ambitious with the shrink wrap. Hi, Mary Claire. How are you? I'm glad you found me too. So we got a couple more here. I told my son I was making his wreath tonight. He probably won't say nothing though. Ha ha ha. I found it. When I say it, sometimes I skip stuff. I did. It's okay. We'll just fit her in. Hi, honey. Put it up on a stand. I have a stand. My husband made me one, but I usually only use it for florals. And sometimes I don't even do that. I'll do my florals and then I'll stand it up. But on a live, I'll do it on a stand. You sit down and make a wreath. I can't. Oh, did I cut that? What you get for talking, Jeanette. I can't sit down and make a wreath. I don't know why. I've tried. I should be sitting. Buy a few signs from Florida and put them together. You're so funny, Melissa. He's not that bad anymore. In fact, he doesn't even shrink wrap them. We just put them in between cardboard. And they're good. We've had like one or two over 3 years get did it on the corners. But in the beginning, he did. He wrapped them up good. That's right. We got a whole hour. Whew. If I make a wreath in 45 minutes, I gotta have part of it done. Okay. So we got the outside done. Now, some people crisscross their tails. I put mine in a V. There's what we got so far. So I've got 2 sets of each left. Thank you. So I leave my ties on the inside round because I don't know where I'm going to need any. Always make sure, thank you for the heart, Cynthia. Make sure you attach it to the wreath frame. You don't need no flopping signs. I do only put one pipe cleaner on the outside because sometimes it gets towards the edge and I don't want to have to try to hide the pipe cleaners. So I put 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside, and it's always held really good. I gotta make some wreaths we're on a craft show on the 13th. I think it's the 13th. Called Art in the Alley. If you've been around for a while, you've heard me talk about it. Hopefully it don't rain, because the spring one got rained out. But we take over alleys uptown. We have an historic downtown. So I know I'm not going to use that one because it's right under the sign. And it's right next to another set of ribbons. Okay. So here's my bow. I always like to use a couple different ribbons. I had a orange one. It's more linen. It's not. I like the canvas ribbons because they're really stiff. When they start folding over a little bit, when you cut them, I don't like to use them on ribbon tails because they fold over. So I like to use a couple different. I'll leave my tails a little long and then I trim them. We'll attach our bow. Thank you, Donna. I'm not sure what you put on there because I'm on a program, so I can't see anything extra. Cute fascinator. Let's see, I'm going to make this tilt out. That's the only thing I hate, so I can't see all the cute little things that people post. But it saves me from downloading my live and uploading it to YouTube. Thank you, Sissy. And I always hide my pipe cleaners on the back, but they're hanging out there right now. I just twist them around. He loves everything I make. But thank you. Usually he wants a pancake one. A pancake one, if you don't know, it's real thin. Hi, Vonda. How are you? Because he has a storm door. I know I have almost a half an hour left, Mr. Spears. I'm not done yet. So then after you get your bow on here, make sure it's not hiding under your sign. I can trim some of my tails. It's better to have them just a little bit too long. Melissa says, Skippy! That's his nickname. My friend started it. I know, I love this ribbon and I've used almost all of it. But I don't make as many wreaths as I used to, so it's all good. But if I find that one, I'll probably buy it. Okay, so we have a couple tails or ties that I'm going to use the one that has the, hi Belma, the sparkly ribbon in it. I don't know if he didn't want glitter, but guess what? He's got glitter. And he's got a cat too. He's got Fluff Ball for a cat. He hasn't lived here for over a year. And I still find I'll move furniture that I have moved before, and somehow he's got a long-haired cat. So when we went for a cat, it started as my granddaughter's cat when she lived here, but it's now ours. So now we're going to put some on the inside. Let's go over here and see if there's anything. We need to shorten that tail a little bit. Hey, Tracy! How's your trip? Just trimming up some frayed ends here. Christmas mesh isn't my favorite, but it will do. Okay, so we should have, this is right at the corner, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use it. Thank you, Tracy. It's for my son. He wanted a Halloween wreath. He's got his, he's like, I'm itching. I started buying Halloween. I'm itching to decorate. I'm like, it's your house, go decorate. So he's got lights and all kinds of stuff. Of course, you know, Mom helps out a little bit. He's already, the wooden lanterns that Floyd's making, he's already got 3 of them now. One was a non-sellable. He says, I'll take it. Doesn't it? I'm almost out of it too. This sparkly one and this one are probably my staples when I was making wreaths all the time. Okay, we have 2 more, but I don't think I'm going to use them. I'll use them somewhere else. I don't want one down here, so we're going to trim this off. Remember, I don't want them really coming out from behind the sign. But now, and my son never answered me, so guess what? I'll just make up his mind for him. VCR. There we go. What are we doing here? Okay, so this would be a basic wreath. I have a bow on here and a sign. I think I need to fix my bow's leaning one way. He decorates. We used to do all the lights outside, and the house was decorated to the hilt. I think last year I did good to do my mantle and the Christmas tree in the living room. That was about it. It's been a rough couple years. So I just pulled, what I did was I took my pipe cleaner and I put it over another grid on there. I just found, here's a set of pipe cleaners. Yeah, we'll put one there. And that way I'll only have one to turn into a little bow. There we go. Because he told me, he goes, you can make this one as big as you want. At Christmas time is when I really make my wreaths big. They don't go on anybody's door. I don't care how big of a house you got. They're meant for a mantle or a wall or something like that. Okay. So this would be a basic wreath, a sign and a bow. Okay. Well, now I gotta turn around and look at it. When I start adding picks, this, if I could get to my stand real quick, I'd get it, but it's in the back of the closet. Thanks. So we have all kinds of goodies. So we used, I don't buy this stuff anymore, so I've had it for a while. So I'm trying to use it up. So we got some little ghosts, because we got ghost ribbon. And these have spiders on them. I don't know if you can see, so they're going to match really, really well. And then I have some cats. I don't know if we'll use those or not. And then I have purple and glittery. This was me. It still is me once in a while, but I'm just more refined, I guess. So let's cut these off a little bit. I've literally literally had these for 4 years. Pretty good shape for having them for 4 years. So what I do, when I have something that I want to put into mesh, I should have done this before I cut it, but oh well. I will give it a little twist at the bottom. Why, you ask? Because my glue has something to hold on to instead of this long stick. And then it will spread more into the mesh and hold better. So I have a glue pot over here. Let's hope I don't burn myself this time. The only thing about using glue right away is you better know where you're going. I used to dry fit all my wreaths, even on my lives, and I would say, I'll glue it later. Well, then it got to where I was missing some of the glue spots or places to glue, so I'm like, I can't do that no more. So we'll just tuck these in. Make a triangle. So we're going to make a triangle. So odd numbers. You usually want to use odd numbers. Why? Because it gives more balance to your arrangement, whether it's a wreath or a centerpiece. It's usually odd numbers, and it's usually 3 or 5. So let's see here. I can slow down. I don't want to put it down here because we don't want our ghost upside down. Sometimes things can hang upside down, but a ghost is not one. I think. So that mesh, when it gets glue on it, trust me, it's not coming out. If you put glue on your pick and you put it down in that mesh, it's not going anywhere. So here's our little ghost. And it's still a triangle. Could be a bat ghost. What am I going to do with you? It could be a cat ghost. Okay, so these have little spider webs and little spiders. No, I'm not throwing it on the floor. I have a trash can down there. I've already cut these off. So we do this to keep the glue from just dripping down on your project. Because if you get glue on the mesh, it's not going nowhere. Remember? Aw, look at that. It matches. Where did I get these? I'm going to say Michael's. Yep, Ashland. Is it Ashland Michael's? Yeah. So you just want to get your pick arranged how you want it. Yep, I thought it was. I haven't been in Michael's for a while. We only have a Joann's and Walmart here, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, whatever. I don't have anything else down here. I have to go about half an hour to 40 minutes north. We were up that way, but I was too tired. I'd already gone to Hobby Lobby, and we went to Home Depot. I was tired. I was ready to go home. Plus, it was getting late. So I'm going to kind of give this one in the back. It's not bad to put things in the back. Because when you come up on a wreath on a door, you might be coming up from the side. It might have steps up to it. You want people to be able to see goodies all the way around. So this one, I think, is okay to put upside down. Chris, if you are here, you need to say whether you want the squiggles. He said he was going to watch, but who knows? He knows he can watch the replay. Yeah. Yeah. So you want to make sure when you do that, when you get all that glue on there, thank you, Patty. Patty says really full. I love to make really full wreaths, but they just don't sell locally. So usually it's just a sign and a bow. Might be some flowers. And I don't know if they like them more simple or if it's because the price point's lower. I'm thinking it's because the price point's lower. Because I get lots of comments about my Christmas wreaths when we do or on the alley and at the shop. But I just don't want to pay the price. So I like to curl my ribbons down. So if it curls too much, I'm like, it's a little long. Here's what we got so far. So let's see here. I don't think I want, I don't know. Now we're going to dry run it. Thank you, Cindy. He may not like these. I'm not sure. We'll put them in dry. Asia likes them. We'll put them in dry. If he doesn't like them, I can just pull them out. There we go. So if you don't like them, we can pull them out. But he's stuck with the rest. I have wreaths that hang. I have 9.5-foot ceilings. So yes, I have wreaths all over my house. I have some that hang in my dining room. When people come over, they're like, oh my God, I love that. Like, my son has dated a couple girls. So they have wreaths for the doors. I made a purple Santa one time. And his girlfriend loves purple. So I gave that to her. Okay, so, because we can lay these back and twist them around so they don't have to stick out. But we can spread the glitter. I like them a little bit more together because this is a lot of glitter. You better put it up high so the cat don't get it. Does anybody not like glitter stuff? And it's okay if you don't. I do. Usually my dining room is all, at Christmas time, it's like the lime green, the white, the red, the elf, the candy theme, stuff like that. But my living room is more traditional. It's the golds, the burgundies, the browns. Can't help it, I like it all. I must have bought 4 purple. Because when I buy things in 3s. 3 purple, 3 orange, 3 green, 3 ghost. It's always fun to put things behind your bow. It kind of helps either draw attention to all the different colors of ribbon in it. Here's our wreath. Hope you like it, Chris. Chris is my son's name. She's actually Tinkerbell Pixie Glitter Dust. So listen, I had a private group for a couple years, and it was called the Backroom Glitter Gang because I love glitter. Let me see where my room's a hot mess because we're getting ready for, thank you, Asia, that craft show. But I was going to put, maybe it's downstairs. I got stuff downstairs, upstairs. But I just take paper covered, the brown paper covered wire. Thank you, Melissa, for the hanger. I don't know where it's at. So I was going to show you how I put a hanger, but actually I can show you with the pipe cleaner. So we just take a piece of wire. It's brown, paper covered. It's in my Amazon shop. If you go to the link at the bottom of the screen and you go to the Amazon store, I have it linked there. I have thin and thicker. I use the thicker for the hangers, and I use the thin to tie things to grapevines, and it blends in perfectly. So pretend this is a piece of wire. So we're going to make it a U, and then we're going to bend up our corners. Okay? And then we put our wreath frame right here, and then we twist it up. So you take one and you go under. The brown wire is a little bit sturdier. And then you go this, and you go up under, and you twist it. And if the wire is a little bit out, I put like pokey out, I put a little dab of glue on there. So it does, you don't want it to scratch anybody's door. Okay? I'm a bow fluffer. I'll walk by. He'll get you for that, Melissa. I still have glitter in every room of my house. I have bottles and bottles and bottles of glitter from when I was doing resin. And I just can't get it. It's still everywhere. It may not be in the bathroom downstairs. A bow fluffer, yeah. Especially when I go over to the shop where I have wreaths, I'm like fluffing all the bows. But I've caught Floyd doing it too. Like when we start hanging up our wreaths at the craft show, he'll fluff the bows. If I can ever get him back up here going lives with me again, he has a bow named after himself. It's called the Floyd bow. Melissa would probably know about it. It is literally made with 5 pieces of ribbon, anywhere from 28 to 33 inches long. And he makes a bow. It's kind of a funky bow like this, but he uses it with 5 pieces of ribbon. That's it. Has lots of tails. All right, Chris, if you see this, let me know if you want the squiggles to stay. Melissa says, yep. And this mesh was a little bit less than desirable, so I'll have some little frays. I take a Krylon triple thick. It's a clear spray. And when I have mesh that is not as good as quality as I like, I will lightly spray it just to help with the fraying a little bit. A wonky Floyd bow. Yep, that's it. It is it. All right, guys, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. Had a really rough week. I'm going to go spend some time with my granddaughter before she goes to sleep. But make sure you go get a drink and go to the restroom and get a snack and come back and watch the next creator on Craft Around the Clock. Because if you're not on there, you're missing out, because there's 67,000 viewers on there, and we have over 150 creators like me that want to give you and show you inspiration left and right. She's downstairs, but I'll tell her, Melissa, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you, Cynthia. If you haven't followed me, give me a follow. I go live once or twice a week, but I want you to know when. So have a great weekend, and I will catch you later. Bye, guys.